Today I'm going to talk to you about how you can become a more entrepreneurial version of yourself. That's what we do at the Entrepreneurship Institute at King's College, and we do that through a framework called the 7 Skills of an Entrepreneurial Mindset. The first skill is to compel, which is to have communication skills that provoke behaviour and mindset change in other people and give you credibility as a leader and become somebody that other people want to follow.
Communication skills have always been really important for finance professionals, but now there's a new step further than communication skills, and that's the skill to compel the people that you're talking to. Entrepreneurs are really compelling people because they're always presenting ideas and projects that are completely new that people have never heard of before. It's really important for finance professionals to take that step forward in their communication skills and to learn how to compel the audiences that they're talking to.
The second skill is to disrupt. When we think about that as startups, it's about the people that create revolutionary new products and services, but it's about having a mentality that helps you challenge the status quo and be the person that champions better ways of doing things.
To disrupt sounds like something really dangerous and daring for finance professionals, but really it's about having ideas and innovating and challenging and learning how to do things differently. And that's so important for finance directors and for finance professionals who are leading organisations from a finance point of view. They need to support people to learn how to bring forward ideas in a managed and planned fashion and how to innovate in their businesses so that their businesses can step forward and succeed.
The third skill is think lean. This is about having a dedication to continual and rapid learning where you test things in a really economical way that means you can get results quicker.
Entrepreneurs are really brilliant at bringing forward new ideas and new projects in a lean fashion. And that means that they don't overexpose their organisation to new resource needs, to new financial needs, and that should be music to the ears of finance professionals. Supporting people in your organisation and yourself to bring forward changes and new ideas in a lean and agile fashion, I think is a really fundamental skill to learn for the future.
The fourth skill is to validate, which means to prove that your ideas are really going to work. It's about taking an objective distance from the thing that you're testing so that you know that your ideas are really worth following through on. The skill to validate, I think, is something that finance professionals are particularly brilliant at because validation really is something you learn throughout your studies to become a finance professional. I think finance professionals are really well placed to bring forward their validation skills in support of their teams and the organisations that they work for and help people to learn those methodologies around validating, analysing the risk associated with new projects, with the competitive aspects to it, etc. Skill 5 is be resilient, and we mean that quite specifically in an entrepreneurial context, that we don't mean you against the world, we mean your approach to learning and that you take a growth mindset with everything that you do so that you're used to operating in your stretch zone and that you use the support network around you to mean that you can go further and be stronger whilst you do it. The skill to be resilient is something that's much talked about at the moment, and I think it's an especially important point for finance professionals to learn, to support themselves to be resilient by looking at the support networks that are around them, but especially as leaders and people who have a duty of care over others in organisations to support others to learn how to be more resilient. And being more resilient can often involve the use of really useful tools so that people can understand how to manage risk in their organisation, how to analyse risk, and also how to deal with no in your organisation. If you are a resilient person, you will learn how to deal with no in your organisation and how to turn that into a positive in the future. Skill 6 is build teams. Entrepreneurial teams understand that diversity is the ingredients to success, and that a team that feels valued and celebrated and included will get you better results. I think the more and more finance professionals build diverse teams in their organisations, the more they will discover how much the output of their projects and new products and services will improve and increase as you bring together people who have
diverse ideas and approaches to problems in organisations, the more you will discover that the outputs improve and increase and the impact gets better and better.
Skill 7 is get it done. And that in an entrepreneurial context means doing the things that are going to take you further towards your goal first. It's about understanding the ways that you work as an individual to make sure that you're minimizing procrastination and getting the results that you want quickest.
Finance professionals, I think, have always been really, really brilliant at getting stuff done in their organisations. And the more they can learn about evaluating the risk involved in making changes and stepping forward in organisations, the more they will be able to do that and get stuff done with agility.
The combination of these 7 skills are going to have you be a more entrepreneurial person, whatever your future might hold. They are skills that in the workplace are going to become useful regardless of what career is ahead of you. And that is what we're building, entrepreneurial people for the future. If you would like to find out more, you can follow us on LinkedIn at King's Entrepreneurship Institute.